Yeah, the government is still shut down, but you don't have to shut down with it. Hey, y'all, it's Cristin, and welcome back to Shut Down, Not Shaken, a special mini-series of the At Ease podcast, where we explore what it means to create calm, courage, and connection, especially in uncertain times. Today, we're talking about the body, and this one is kind of personal, because I've learned sometimes the body speaks before the mind catches up. Our bodies are such powerful truth tellers. Before burnout, your body whispers. Maybe it's tension in your shoulders. Maybe it's your sleep slipping or that feeling of being on all the time. And when we don't listen to those whispers, the body starts to shout in headaches, exhaustion, irritability, or illness. And like many of you, for a long time, I ignored those messages. I thought I could think my way out of fatigue. I told myself, I just need to push through one more week, or I'll rest after this project, or once I get that promotion, I'll slow down. But the body has a way of calling your bluff. It remembers what your mind tries to forget. And for Black women especially, our bodies often hold generations of survival, the constant need to stay strong, to stay composed, to stay ready. But even armor gets heavy after a while. There's a phrase I come back to often: the body keeps score. And I'm sure many of you have read the book. Our nervous systems don't lie. They record every moment of stress, every instance of racial tension, every time we swallowed our truth to make other people comfortable. You might not have the words for it, but your body does. That tightness in your chest before a meeting with your manager, that Sunday night anxiety before logging back in, that exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix, those are all signals, not of weakness, but of wisdom. Our bodies are trying to protect us, to tell us that something is off. But in a culture that praises productivity and self-sacrifice, listening to your body can feel almost rebellious. Because ease, real embodied ease, is a form of resistance. I remember a time years ago when my body forced me to stop. I've been juggling so much: a divorce, work, parenting, projects, and trying to be everything to everyone. And then one day, I found myself in the hospital. My energy was gone. My body was tired of negotiating with my calendar. That was the moment I realized my body wasn't betraying me. It was begging me to come home. That's when I would say I started to shift, but I was really forced to. You see, I didn't listen the first time around. I ended up back in the hospital, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And so I shifted to see rest not as a reward, but as a requirement. To honor my limits, not as flaws, but as feedback. And slowly, I started to rebuild trust with my body, listening to its signals, noticing my rhythms, moving from force to flow. In the coaching space, we often talk about somatic awareness. And that's just a fancy way of saying awareness through the body. It's the practice of noticing what's happening in you before reacting to what's happening around you. When you pause and ask, what sensations am I feeling right now? You start to reconnect mind and body. You feel where tension lives. You can notice when your breathing shortens in tough conversations. You can sense when your yes doesn't feel true. And once you know what your body is saying, you can make decisions that align with your truth, not just your obligations. That's what embodied leadership looks like. It's not about control. It's about connection. Here's the thing. Your body has always known what safety, ease, and alignment feel like. It's the world that taught you to override it. So part of the work, especially in seasons like this one, is to unlearn the habit of disconnecting. You don't have to earn rest. You don't have to explain stillness. You don't have to justify softness. You just have to listen. Maybe your body's asking you to go for a walk. Maybe it's asking you to stretch instead of scroll. Maybe it's asking you to eat something nourishing or say no to something that drains you. Whatever it's saying, trust it. Because the body knows when it's time to slow down. The body knows when it's safe to open up. The body knows what truth feels like, even when your mind is still catching up. I want to leave you with a few questions to explore. What has your body been trying to tell you lately? And have you been listening? What happens when you ignore those signals? What might ease feel like in your body, not just in your schedule, but in your spirit? You don't need to fix anything today, just notice. Awareness is the first act of healing. If you're in a season of uncertainty right now, maybe the shutdown has you anxious, maybe life feels paused, I want you to know that your body is a compass. Even when things feel chaotic, your body can show you where peace lives. Even when your mind races, your breath can bring you back to now. So today, instead of trying to think your way through it, try feeling your way through it. Your body already knows the way home. Thank you for holding space with me today. If you like what you hear, please share it with a friend. And remember, if the government is still shut down, I will see you tomorrow.